Liana Jackson here with IDX TV at the Retail Supply Chain and Logistics Expo at the XL in London. And I am here with Liana from ZavoMedia PR Group. Lovely to have you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Such an honor.
Well, first of all, tell me, why are you here? What is the main reason for you attending?
White Label Expo requested me to come speak here. So I was speaker and talking about PR and the significance it plays on small businesses. And so I'm super excited to give my speech. And I just finished it and it was amazing. I had a full house.
I'm not surprised. All right, so tell me a little bit more about your company.
So ZavoMedia PR Group, we're headquartered in New York City, Midtown, and we help founders and CEOs become recognized and number one authority in the press and media, right? So get your story out and help strategically foster the relationships with media and get your story in a way that people will resonate with you, build the trust and credibility with your visibility, right? The only way people will trust you is when you're credible. And so we provide and help you with the credibility.
Fantastic. I mean, like, speaking from a media background, obviously we're here as a media platform, especially with what you do, photography, video, any kind of content. It's so important now, isn't it? So what do you think you need to do in terms of pushing that forward going into the year ahead?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that video content is key. And so if you're not on video, you're missing out. People should do short videos just like this or interviews to get them recognized, to have other people hear their professional voice, right? And so I wrote a book about the 5 simple hacks. And one of the hacks is that how do you break into your professional voice? And that's so important. So get your story out, own your own narrative, right? Don't let the media own it, so tell your story.
So what else are you looking to do here and achieve while you're here, other than obviously giving your fantastic speech?
Collaboration is key for me. It's so important to work with amazing people, create partnerships that can elevate you, right? And so, I mean, obviously besides the point of sightseeing, I love London, but my company is here as well, so I went global last year, and so we have 10 people working for me here, and it's amazing, lovely ladies. It's all female founded company. I mean, I founded the company, but I hire only women to work for me, unfortunately. I mean, for some people, yeah, it's unfortunate, but I love working with women, and I want to give them that opportunity to work with me.
That's fantastic. Well, tell me a little bit more about the company then and its background, where you're headed into 2024 even.
Wow, so, there's so much ahead. I love speaking, keynote is my thing. And so I think that traveling all over the world and giving the recognition for what I stand for, right? For people to actually listen to me, I need to be credible. And so being a Forbes contributor and a thought leader, I take your stories and insights, and people love hearing about that. So people look forward to reading about my next adventure in Forbes, right? I write about my collaborations, and I think the next step for me for 2024 will be having my own show, like a TV show. I love it, Netflix or Hulu, whatever it might be. I love interviewing women, so I love what you do, and I've done that on my podcast. So I think that giving the opportunity for women to speak about how they came to where they are today and giving them a voice, right? So give voice to the voiceless, and that's what I am here to do. And so my goal in 5 years is actually to give women, a million women, right, in the next 5 years, a voice, even to write about them in press. When I know that you have a story, I want to write about you, and you don't need to pay me. It's a complimentary thing that I'll do for one, because I know when I started, I was a stylist, right? And so when I pivoted, I wish someone gave me a voice. And so I am moving that needle forward, right? Like, you have to give a voice and help them out.
It's very inspirational to listen to. Honestly, that's brilliant. So obviously, speaking of speakers, as well as many women giving talks here, we've got 100 expert speakers. Is there anyone that you're kind of really interested in hearing, or any topics that you want to highlight while you're here to see?
Yeah, I love the e-commerce aspect. I love the metaverse. I think that women are underrepresented in metaverse, and so there's only 16% of women that are actually being heard, and so it's a venture game, it's a boys club, and I think women have to step up the game in the metaverse, and so I would love to hear more about that aspect here, and I think that we can definitely make a difference and promote more women into the platform.
And let's talk about sustainability. So how is your company moving towards trying to hit those ESG credentials? Obviously, everything is going towards sustainability.
With PR, it's a little hard when it comes to sustainability. What I can say is that we always provide organic growth to anything that comes, right? So when we create stories for you, when we create a strategic approach, everything has organic growth. So no matter what happens down the line, people will always find your story. People will always resonate with you and connect with you on an emotional level. I think that is a sustainable part of our business.
And what makes you stand out more than other PR companies?
You know, I love that question. I hold your hand, even though I started as a boutique firm, but now that we're in 7 countries, I will hold your hand. I will make sure to tell your story and treat you as a family, because I am telling a story that's a very, I think, intimate part of you that I'm trying to reveal and unveil. And so being there for you and hearing your story and being that, you know, listening to you while you're telling me, and then making sure it resonates to the public, and then find a way that public can accept it in a way I can change and influence their perception of you. I mean, that's what I love.
Well, I could listen to you all day, honestly. Very inspirational. Thank you so much, Liana. Enjoy the rest of the expo, and I'm sure this won't be the last time that we speak.
Oh, no. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much, and for watching IDX TV.